Hello friends, basic greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Victor Fursov and this is my entomological channel about insects, about nature, about different invertebrates in culture and in the natural environment. Today we are watching something very interesting. A lot of insects just crowding here around. So just our stream just started. So who are them? Why are there so many? We're crawling here, we're running, we're jumping, we're flying. Who are these insects? These insects are tiny, small CHALCID wasps. They have special name, CHALCID wasps. CHALCID wasps family Megastigmidae and superfamily Chalcidoidea. We're making larger magnification, I hope so. Screen can be moved. I'm not sure. Alright, yes. Hello, Vitaminka. Hello, coming. So more people are joining us. We have very interesting small insects. They are belonging to order Hymenoptera. Hymenoptera. They are relatives to bumblebees, hornets, wasps, and honeybees. Yesterday was the day of saving bee, but we didn't have electricity for a short period of time, and now it's okay, we have online. So we can say these are entomophagous insects? No, they're phytophagous insects. They're seed-feeding insects. Where we are running here. Hello, Takwa. Yeah, best greetings to Algeria. So I'm testing today's material because so many of them just hatched. Yes, I remember you, Takwa. For sure. You love wasps, you love plant protection. You studied Eurytoma from Amygdalus. Many Amygdalus seeds are damaged by CHALCID wasps. These wasps are damaging Rosehip, wild rose. So they are damaging Rosehip in wild condition or just ornamental roses as well. They are phytophagous wasps. They are not biting, they are not stinging, because they are tiny. They are very small. They have just size of body, just 6 mm size, and we have bone ovipositor, about 6 mm as well. No, this is not brachyincubator. These are Megastigmus. Megastigmus rose, because this species is developing inside seeds of roses. Roses are very common species everywhere in the world, in different parts of the world, but different species are developing. Oh, question about entomology. To be involved in entomology, you have to have passion for entomology, not only interest theoretical, but passion. Passion, this means passion to the nature. Some people like birds, some people like animals, other insects like tractors, cars, and sailing. Other people like building, but I was loving insects from my childhood, so I was involved in entomology directly from the first rate of my university. So that's why I was coming to university, and the first question was, can I join entomological society? My teachers in university were surprised and said, yes, for sure, you can join entomological society. So that's why I have long history of love to insects. But insects can be different, small one, big one. All of them can be interesting if you are a devoted entomologist. Some people are studying entomology just for money, because they have salary. The same like some beekeepers. Some beekeepers keeping honeybees just to get honey and to get money. Not all beekeepers do love insects, do love honeybees. Some people who are beekeepers do love more money rather than honeybees. So some people like insects in any form, in form of small insects, big insects, so on. Or like ants, yeah, right. Behavior of ants is very interesting, for sure. Right. Some people are making here some gifts, so I'm not sure how to do gifts, but it's just fun. Oh, praying mantises are also very interesting for sure. Thank you for roses. These insects are living in roses. Precisely. Yes. I was keeping a big jar with roses, so I show you a little bit later. Unlike this one. Wait a minute. Yeah, these are fruits. These are fruits of roses. Rosehip. It's a rosehip. And all these insects, they have been living here inside. And now they just hatched. That's why so many of them. Now it's the springtime. They're emerging from fruits, from dry fruits. Yes, they're making exit holes. Making exit holes in fruits. But larvae is developing inside seeds, inside fruits. So they have very strong mandibles. So they are doing easily exit holes and coming out. But in plastic box we cannot go through. So they are inside box for collecting. If somebody can collect dry fruits of roses from a previous season, from last season, so new insects are coming just this season for oviposition. And they use this special stick on the body, special stick like small stick on the body. This is ovipositor, to penetrate fruit of roses, to lay eggs inside fruit. Because fruit is green and hard to penetrate, so they need to use ovipositor for penetration and for oviposition. So many here females, and only few males are coming. Yes. Wolbachia is quite interesting question, for sure. It needs to maybe to make some DNA study to indicate the species of Wolbachia. Yes, lay eggs, male or female. The female laying eggs, for sure. But some species can be parthenogenetic, so when laying eggs without mating. Here in the central part you can see one dark and yellowish. In the central tube here we have just one male. One male is coming to the left part of the screen in the center. All others were females. Yes, for sure, parthenogenetic study in insects. That's a good idea to study. Parthenogenesis is very common, especially in parasitic insects. When insects have no possibility to mate, so they cannot lay eggs without mating. And there are some differences in those. For some species of insects, females can lay eggs and produce males and females, which has a special term deuterotokia, and without mating, only males, which has name arenotokia. Ecological role. That's an interesting question. There are a lot of fruits of Rosehip and other seeds, so they reduce number of seeds, because many phytophagous insects are feeding on seeds. So a lot of seeds can be produced, but not all of them can produce plants. So many seeds of plants, they have a lot of food for other animals, for phytophagous insects, from different orders of Coleoptera, Lepidoptera, Diptera, and Hymenoptera. This is a very special group, seed-feeding insects. So this group is seed-feeding. And parthenogenesis Teletocus means females are producing only females. And also Wolbachia microorganism is responsible for this, for some species. If we are feeding them with antibiotics, females will produce males. But some species has no Wolbachia and they have parthenogenetic without Wolbachia. If you can feed them with antibiotic, but they still will produce females and no males. So this is genetical reason. Can be one reason for parthenogenesis will be either Wolbachia microorganism or just genetical reason. Sometimes for some viruses, some symbionts. That's right. I'm taking this video, just trying to take a video as quickly as possible, because if I keep these insects in tubes, they will cut each other by their mandibles, and they can cut their ovipositor. So it's a little bit dangerous to keep them all together. I had this experience. If I miss it, they will be running around and they will be fighting. Just occasionally or just intentionally, I am not sure. So many of them will have damaged ovipositor. Now they're just hatched and they're fresh, so they're very active. For some parasitoids and for some phytophagous insects, it's possible to use host plant or host insect to observe parasitization or oviposition in laboratory, in petri dish. So if you give some host plant for insect, in many cases, insect will produce eggs and will make oviposition in plant. Or if this is parasitoid, for parasitoid you can find correct stage of host, egg, larva, adult. So parasitoid can try to attack host insect. This is the most important, most interesting observation of behavior of parasitoids and phytophagous insects. Dr. Zerova is not working anymore. She passed away 3 years ago. Dr. Zerova is passed away 3 years ago. She is not with us anymore. If somebody can collect these insects at home, near your laboratory, in your garden, in your orchard, in your forest, this will be very good, very interesting experiment for comparison your population, my population, for comparison what is your species, what is my species, and about distribution of different species. Either you are just in Europe, in Polarctic, in Asia, in Southeast Asia, in Australia, in South America or North America, either you are in Canada or in United States or in any European country. It's interesting to study morphology of these insects. You see in the central part, this is a small male, yellow color, and one female. Male is just communicating with female. So to find and to collect these insects is quite easy. Thank you for trichogram. It's a good point to study it. Keep it in alcohol or dry. We can study it. If we have some males, it will be good to identify it. Very good. Collection is very good. So what I say about these insects. If you want to collect these insects, it's quite easy. You can find some Rosehip fruits, as I showed before. Or you can check some other insects, some other fruits. For example, you are going to orchard and you can find these fruits somewhere on branches of trees. Dry fruits of Rosehip. Dog rose, Rosa canina, family Rosacea. You can collect it in a jar, in a plastic jar like this, big one. Close it. Where is? Close it with lid, so insects will be inside. So we will be hatching from this box, from this cage, and we will be crawling here. Very simple method for collecting. First of all, you need to dry fruits. Fruits can be dry, not wet, just only from branches. Not fresh. Fresh can be dried, very soft. You can put here dry fruits, and after that, let's see, so many insects are coming. You can communicate with me with email. I have email on front page of my channel. You can easily ask me about address, or we can communicate by email. Email is ufancy@gmail.com. ufancy@gmail.com. Check my channel. You can find either here on TikTok or on my YouTube channel my email. I always write in my email for communication. Sergey, what place, where are you living? If you can find something like these insects, we can try to identify it. It depends from quality of material. If it is available for study. If it's a good collection, not damaged, it can be identified. Dry material is okay. Okay, Dnipro is very good. So if you can collect some roses, you can collect some of these funny insects. So we can communicate. Maybe some insects like this are coming from roses. Could be interesting for study. Thank you, Dnipro is very nice. I hope you can understand what I'm talking in English. Are you a biologist, Sergey, or you're just interested in funny TikTok videos? It was interesting to see number of viewers, but now viewers disappeared. I'm not sure. I cannot understand how many people are watching us. Maybe not many. Who knows? Alright, old subscriber, very good. Okay, Takwa, very good idea. Some other people are joining us. So now we're showing some small Phytophagous wasps in honor of yesterday. Yesterday was day of saving bees. It's very important that we can say about saving bees, but most people are thinking save honeybees. But in our area in Ukraine, in our country, we have more than 800 species of bees. 800 species, maybe up to 1,000 species of wild bees, because most of bees are solitary bees. Solitary bees, they are not parasitic, but some of them can be kleptoparasitic. Some of them can be parasitic for another bees, surprisingly. But most of people do not know them because they are not used for breeding. Only species of Osmia are common for Osmia breeders. Osmia and Megachila. 2 or 3 species of wild bees are used for commercial setting, just for business. Just I can try to make larger magnification. Okay, very nice. These insects are very small, about 6 millimeters, so when I have a collection of many of them, it's easier to show them. Because they are fast, they are running quickly, they are flying very quickly. And in large collection, it's more interesting to watch them. Because they are crawling like ants. But they are not ants, they are Phytophagous insects. Phytophagous CHALCID wasps. We say wasps because they are relatives to common wasps, social wasps. In different languages we have different terminology. So in English they are called Phytophagous seed-feeding wasps. So I collected them just now, 30 minutes ago, for identification and for collection of some males, because I want to make some experiments with males. And males are very rare, only few of them. Maybe here about 100 females and only maybe 3, not more than 4 males were collected. And now this species is named Megastigmus rosa with short ovipositor. But I have also another species, Megastigmus aculeatus. But if you are watching me from your region, maybe in Africa, in Mediterranean region, maybe somewhere in In the United States, your species can be different. Maybe absolutely different, nobody knows. For instance, if Takwa can collect some roses, this can be number 3 species. Who knows? I have large material of this species all around Palearctic region, but not from Asia, not from Australia, not from United States. Because in United States it's indicated one species, but I'm not sure about his taxonomical position. I have not seen it in collection, only in literature. But roses, do we have in Tunisia roses? Shrubs of roses should be in Tunisia. Wild roses. So some roses are ornamental, like in orchard and the garden, but there are some wild species of roses, and wild species can be near mountains in some not very dry areas where you can survive even in Tunisia. In Tunisia there are some mountain area with some moisture, so we can survive. Because these insects are distributed also in Tajikistan, in Kyrgyzia, in Kazakhstan, in very dry areas. So we obviously must be in Tunisia. Not should be, but must be. It needs only some attention to collect some fruits. If you can collect fruits, obviously, okay, 80% of possibility to find these insects. As I showed these fruits of wild roses, collect them in glass jars, in the glass boxes, in plastic boxes, and wait. If fruits will be dry, they do not disintegrate, so they can be dry for half of year. For example, if I collected these fruits in autumn time, in winter time, insects will emerge only in springtime. Obviously, they survive during the whole winter. They are wintering inside seeds, inside fruits, and hatching only in springtime. So that's why very easy to collect it in different time. I'm not sure if larvae will survive 2 seasons, but 1 season is good enough. If you can collect dry fruits of roses immediately now in springtime, before the emergence, they will hatch directly in the beginning of summer. If you can collect new fruits somewhere in autumn, even in winter, new insects will come next spring. Next spring, or in laboratory, at least in the middle of winter. In early spring, insects are developing inside fruits, inside seeds, and we have the regulation of emergence. Well, sometimes they emerge earlier rather than in natural conditions. Because in laboratory you can keep fruits in warm temperature, so they develop more quickly. So definitely, if somebody can collect fruits, many species of Megastigmus emerging from another plants, like from pine tree, from juglans, fir trees from different seeds, juniperus seeds, especially, surprisingly. If you can collect juniper's seeds, another species can emerge from juniper's seeds in the same season or next season. We are not aggressive at present moment, but for long period we are becoming hungry, can die quickly, and can be fighting between. Okay. Thank you for watching this my insects for today. I hope it was funny to show you how many of them I keep in my laboratory. How many? Maybe 100 females and only 5 or 4 males. My favorite insects are aquatic parasitoids. There are special parasitoids of aquatic insects. They are my favorite. Aquatic insects, aquatic parasitoids. You can type in internet name aquatic parasitoids. I published some papers about aquatic parasitoids. I described some new species, and they are surprising. They are aquatic. They can live inside water. You can imagine like these insects, they are crawling in tube, but some small parasitoids, they can swim inside water. So they can swim under the water. The name of this parasitoid is Prestwichia. Parasitoid of aquatic beetles. Okay, if somebody can collect, if you Takwa can collect it, welcome to send it. Will be interesting for identification, for cooperation. Yes, Sergey, you can find my email, which is ufancy@gmail.com. ufancy@gmail.com. Welcome to laboratory if you're interested to see collection. But we have in our about focus. In our department we have Hymenoptera collection. If you're interested in Hymenoptera, email. I'm not sure how I can type email here. Okay, yes, I found them. This is my email. Right, I found this function. Well, good. If somebody can collect some interesting, unusual insects and you can contact with me for identification. This is my email. Yeah, I can write comment. I didn't use it yet. Yeah. Unfortunately, we do not accept some interns because we don't have fellowships. So you can visit us as a visitor for your own sponsorship, only for your own support, because we don't have fellowship or scholarships. And unfortunately, we don't have postgraduate students, foreign postgraduate students. We have only PhD students, but who are living in Ukraine. If you can find some funds for traveling, so okay, welcome to visit. But we don't have foreign PhD students, only local. But visitors, okay, visitors are welcome from around the world. If you can speak English, welcome. That's the most important stuff.